Inside a store, you see a shiny leather shoe. It looks clean, smooth, and expensive. But have you ever wondered where it really comes from? One day, that leather was on a cow walking in a field. It was dirty, hairy skin, covered in mud and blood. It smelled bad and looked even worse. Today, we are going inside a cowhide leather factory. We will follow the skin from the farm all the way until it becomes a pair of leather shoes. Step by step, we will see the whole journey. The story starts when the cowhide arrives at the factory. The hides come from many different farms. To stop them from rotting, people cover them in salt. The salt keeps bacteria away, but it makes the skin hard. The hides are dirty, bloody, and full of hair. Some are big and thick, some are small and thin. Workers sort them by size and quality. The best, biggest hides will become expensive shoes. The damaged ones will be used for cheaper products. Now it is time for the first big change, washing. The factory puts many dirty hides into giant spinning drums. Water and special soap chemicals pour into the drum. Then the drum starts to spin round and round. The salt on the skin begins to melt away. Mud, blood, and dirt get washed off too. The clean water slowly turns dark and thick. It almost looks like black soup. After hours of spinning, the drum finally stops. Workers open it and the hides come out. They are no longer hard and stiff. Now they are soft, heavy, and much cleaner, but they are still just skin, not leather yet. Next, the factory must remove all the hair. No one wants furry shoes on their feet. Strong chemicals loosen the hair from the skin. Then machines with sharp metal parts scrape it off. In just one pass, thick, hairy skin becomes smooth. The hide looks pale and almost rubbery now. But there is still fat and extra tissue underneath. Another machine, called a flesher, scrapes that away. Slowly, the bloody, messy hide becomes clean and flat. It now looks like a large sheet of plain skin. It is still not leather, but it is getting closer. Now we reach the most important step, tanning. Tanning is what turns skin into real leather. The hides go back into huge round drums. This time, the drums are filled with special chemicals. One common chemical is called chromium. As the drum spins, chromium goes deep into the hide. It sticks to the tiny fibers inside the skin. This stops bacteria from growing and keeps the hide from rotting. After many hours, the hides are pulled out. They do not act like raw skin anymore. They are soft, bendy, and feel like rubber. They also have a light blue color. In the leather world, this stage is called wet blue. Almost every leather shoe you see starts like this. Wet blue leather is strong, flexible, and ready for more steps. But wet blue hides are still too thick and wet. They are like big soaked sponges. First, they go through strong rollers that squeeze out water. The rollers flatten the hides and make them smoother. Then, a splitting machine cuts each hide into layers. Think of cutting a thick cake into two thin pieces. The top part is the strongest and best quality. This top layer will become the outside of leather shoes. The bottom layer is weaker and more stretchy. It might be used for cheaper leather or for linings. After splitting, another machine shaves the leather thinner. It can control the thickness very exactly. Dress shoes, work boots, and sneakers all need different thickness. These shaving machines make sure each piece is just right. Now the leather must be dried but not ruined. If it dries the wrong way, it becomes hard and crackly. Then it is dried with warm air. When it comes out, it is dry but very stiff. It feels almost like a thin piece of wood. To fix that, the leather goes into a softening machine. The machine bends, hits, and stretches the leather many times. This breaks up stiff fibers inside the leather. Workers also add oils and waxes to the surface. Slowly, the leather turns soft and flexible again. Now it finally feels like something you could wear, but it still does not look beautiful yet. The color is dull, and the surface is plain. So next comes coloring and finishing. Spray guns cover the leather in layers of dye. Some hides become deep black for smart dress shoes. Others turn brown, tan, or rich red. Each color is chosen for a certain type of shoe. Sometimes the natural grain has scars or marks. To make it prettier, factories press patterns into the leather. Large metal plates with designs push onto the surface. They can make tiny dots, pebble patterns, or fake animal grains. At the end, a clear finish is added on top. This finish can be shiny, matte, or in between. It protects the color and makes the leather look rich. Now the leather looks expensive and ready to use, but factories still have to check the quality. Every hide must be checked very carefully. Lasers scan the leather and find scars, holes, and thin spots. Workers use this map to grade each hide. The best parts will become the main shoe pieces. The weaker parts are used for smaller or hidden pieces. Sharp blades then cut around each pattern. Each pair of shoes needs many pieces. There is a piece for the front, the sides, the tongue, and the back. Once all the pieces are cut, they move to sewing. Workers use strong sewing machines to join each piece. Stitch by stitch, the shoe starts to take shape. When the upper is ready, it goes on to a last. A last is a hard mold shaped like a human foot. Workers stretch the leather upper over the last. This gives the shoe its final shape and size. Next, the sole is attached to the bottom. Sometimes it is glued, sometimes it is stitched on. The heel is added and the edges are trimmed. Little details are painted to make everything neat. At the end, the shoes go through a polishing line. Soft brushes and cloth wheels shine the leather. The dull surface turns bright and glossy. Now the shoes look ready for a store shelf. Think back to the start of this journey. We saw a rough, dirty, bloody cowhide on the floor. It smelled bad and looked like trash. Now it has become a pair of beautiful leather shoes. From farm to factory to someone's feet. That is the complete journey of cowhide leather. Which part of this process amazed you the most? Was it the washing, the tanning, or the final polishing? Tell me in the comments, and if you want to see more factory videos like this, make sure to subscribe.